In this video we are about to talk about how to reinforce the entire nose in front of the fuselage in order to use a bungee cord. Most people have a really hard time because whenever they mount whatever it is over here, and because of the weight of the equipment on the plane and the FPV, it literally makes it so heavy that whenever they release the bungee cord, it literally rip off whatever the mounting that they are doing in there. Right here we have a regular piece of plywood, and I already mounted and I already scribed it. The only thing that needs to be done really is to be cut in the benzo and then glue after. Well, as you can see right there, I already marked it all the way around, and it's gonna be, that is gonna be where the hook is. That is gonna be the place for the bungee cord to grab this entire plane. Okay, we go with
right here. We have the piece of plywood already cut, trim. You can see over here a few lines. Those lines are to cut that interior material because for some reason in my mind I think that if I remove that weight, it save me some weight on the plane. I don't know how much of a true it is, but it does the job for me. As you can see, it fits quite snugly, nicely right there. Put a little bit of pressure, you know. You can see the hook right there, and also you can see the first one from the first plane. I removed it. It was actually one piece, but I put a new one over here. The bonding material or glue of material will be Gorilla Glue for here for the front, because it actually will take the space in all the nooks and crannies, and it will make this a better structure. If you look at it from a little bit far away over here, you can see that this gives strength to the entire nose. It will not literally bend and break as much as whenever you don't have this particular. Okay, as a bonus for the community, the FX-61 happens to be one of the best planes out there. It's very well engineered. It handles weight quite fine and everything, but it lacks strength over here. That plastic piece of material that they use as a motor mount is very prone to breaking or melting under almost any circumstances. If you look over here, this is the motor mount that was in the other plane. It crashed 2 weeks ago, and well, I ordered one immediately because it has been such a good plane. So as you can see, I have my motor mount, and I have rubber and rubber and rubber. I have rubber hose and rubber feet to damp as much of the vibration as I can. But the real important aspect of this motor mount is the fact that it replaces a piece of plastic that makes one's life seriously miserable. Once I manage to put it in place, I will just come back with my Dremel and I will try to eat as much of the extra wood that is in there. And now you look at it from a little bit far away. The motor have an incidence angle that literally take the plane, and whenever you give gas, it literally try to push the plane upwards. That is kind of important to me because usually I run my planes quite heavy. And as much, as a higher level of input of energy is being put, this thing has the tendency to flex, and whenever it flexes, it moves the plane even farther in that angle, and it literally tries to lift the plane higher. That will be one of them. The second aspect will be that I will be putting fiberglass on the leading edge over here in the nose, a little bit on the belly for it to take harsh landings, especially in pavement and harsh and rough surfaces. But first surgery, I will be cutting all the holes for all the GPS and the controllers and everything for the UHF. I hope that everybody find this video helping, and I hope that people can actually use this information.